Okay, look, I don't know if you all have heard this from me before or if you understand, but let me just get down to brass tacks. Is like, this is a battle for your soul. There is a battle for your soul going on right now. And I am a psychologist, that's my profession, but I'm also a mom. And so I see clients in here, and I'm just letting you know. Here, let me set this down. When we are giving in to old ideas from our past, from our childhood. Look, if someone was abused and whatever by their parent for 18 years, do you think that they would feel like they're worth protecting? You know, all of the actions of their parents taught them you're not worth protecting. But is that person actually worth protecting? Yes. But if I keep going and doing things in my life based on my feelings from childhood, from what I internalized, the message I internalized from my parents was that you're not worth the effort to do something different. You're not worth it. But that's a lie. Is that a lie? You know, I use this example oftentimes in here. I say, you know, if there was a baby outside there in the dumpster and we found that baby, would we say, oh, well, if that baby's going to go to some Ivy League school or make a bunch of money, then that child is going to be worth something, so let's protect it? No, we go. And here in America, you could take that child to the fire department and they have no questions, and they make sure that child is you know, put in adoption in a good family, right? I would definitely want to make sure that that happens, but that's just me, because I'm just like, you know, there's so much corruption in the world, but nevertheless, that child is worth taking care of. You don't, it's not based on, oh, well, I'm having a rough day, so I'm not going to, you know, it's like, no, it's not based on my feelings. I choose to care for, honor the life of that child. And so it's so confusing in our world when they keep telling you to call something different and to not honor people's lives, and that, you know, if they're not giving back to society, that's okay for us to euthanize them, and all sorts of mess. There's all sorts of lies in this world that correspond to some of the lies we might have experienced in childhood if our parents didn't choose the high path. But the high path of love and truth is what you're called to. And so that's choosing to be committed to loving this person no matter what, and to, you know, put in the effort. If someone says, well, I'll just do the easy thing, it's you're insisting that you're not worth the effort. Well, you are worth the effort. You were always worth the effort. If someone else didn't put in the effort, if our parents didn't put the effort in for us in childhood, that's on them. They've got to answer to God. What right? I have asked myself this before, like, what right do I have to treat this person of myself, with anything less than the highest love, highest integrity, highest truth, highest commitment, you know? And so it's just like, this isn't just, oh, I'm going to go in and do therapy and talk to a psychologist, and, you know, because I'm doing that. No, this is a battle for your life, for your soul, for truth, for integrity, for doing what is right, for being a good man or a woman on this earth, for walking in alignment with how Jesus taught us how we ought to be treated, because before we deserved it, he gave his life for us, right? This is a truth. This is a reality. Why do you think that the world tries to suppress this reality of what Jesus did for us? Why do you think it's suppressed in families? Why do you think families are torn apart? Why do you think abuse comes in? So that you will not know the truth. But Jesus said you'll know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So I just wanted to give you that truth today, like, free on me, all right? I wish you so much love, and I encourage you to walk in truth. Don't walk in anything less than the highest truth. All right? Jesus always walked in the highest level of consciousness. This isn't some new age thing. This is truth, okay? Don't go looking in that stuff. Like, anyway, I don't encourage that, because that's another shortcut where you're just running and anyway, trying to get more spiritual. Like, spiritual is, I love you, and I'm gonna stop withholding love from you. All right, much love.